So if you didn't know, Nova Scotia is banning any human presence in their forests until October, with a $25,000 fine for anyone who breaks the rules. I understand that it's dry, that there's a drought. I understand wanting to ban camping. With camping, some people are stubborn and stupid and will build a campfire in the evening regardless of the rules, claiming that, oh, we'll be careful. A ban on camping makes sense. But banning people from hiking or simply having a presence in the forest? Banning fishing? Banning people from walking their dog on a local trail? That's as lame as when there were the COVID lockdowns in some countries that banned the same sorts of things in the name of stopping the spread of COVID. I'm probably a little more sensitive to this subject right now because of, well, as of right now, I'm still dealing with recovery from the surgery. I'm not able to do the nature walks that I love so much. But the simple presence of people should not increase the risk of forest fires. That is, except for cigarette smokers who leave their butts everywhere. I've talked before about how so many cigarette smokers are very inconsiderate. And perhaps they're the actual reason why there's this sort of blanket ban on any human presence in forests in Nova Scotia. The authorities like to bring up statistics that show that humans are the primary cause of forest fires. But that shouldn't include people who are simply walking through a forest. That is, unless they specifically include cigarette smokers. If we're to be honest, this sort of thing makes cigarette smokers look even more inconsiderate than they already look. Just like when there were similar lockdowns in some countries during COVID, like even stopping people from visiting a beach. I sometimes have fantasies of people being violent towards law enforcement who are actually trying to enforce these sorts of stupid bans. I feel bad for having these fantasies, but they wouldn't happen if these ridiculous restrictions weren't put in place in the first place. It sometimes seems like many of the COVID restrictions were a test to see how authoritarian and restrictive the government could become without major pushback. This gives credence to the people who were saying that eventually there would be climate lockdowns, and I think this is a perfect example of it. What do you think about these restrictions? Do you think they're reasonable? Do you think the mere presence of humans is dangerous to forests? Let me know in the comments. Thanks.